Hi everyone, it's Carla, and this video will be the long version of my most recent reel. I will talk more in depth on how I restored this back to school Phoebe head. I got her more than a year ago on Facebook because her face was sliced and it didn't have rerooting or rooting holes on her head. That's why she was cheap. I genuinely find rerouting to be a very tedious work. So what I do is that I slice the hard head so I could plug the hairs more easily. Instead of boiling the head and scraping the inside for the glue to come off, just slice it. One time I almost burnt my fingers because of how hot the head was. And I just don't prefer it. I have to keep the head always warm and I need to use tweezers to not burn my fingers inside the water. Do you get it? So please don't judge me for slicing the head. What I do after is that I glue it with crazy glue or Yoo-hoo glue. What happened here was what the factory or the person who sold me the doll tried to glue the sliced head. So for this specifically, they do this so they don't resell the doll, but I got it resold. I saw potential in the doll. I don't know. So what happened was that they probably pushed the glue too hard and it left a residue. So the head or like the skin of the doll looked shiny. And what I did is that I take a cotton swab and acetone and very, very carefully remove the glue. It took a lot of tries, but it finally came off. I applied blush with pastels and a brush, and she had a little lip chip, so that got taken care of with a little bit of acrylic paint. Funny enough, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was convinced that her hair was going to be brown, and I colored her eyebrows brown when the hair color was going to be green. I had to paint over it. Here I'm placing a jewel of the same color that her hair will be. I think it looked very cute. I eventually removed the excess glue around the jewel with a needle. So all of that is not going to stay. As you can see, her head is already colored green, and I added a bunch of dots. They look very messy, but I swear they are organized lines. I used my trusty bead reamer. I have to say it that way because it is very hard for me to pronunciate reamer. To punch holes where the hair will go on her scalp, so that way, you know, I can put hair, pun intended, no, not pun. The hair that I will be using, I bought it from AliExpress. The hair type is called Japan Saran. I am not sure if by being from Japan is more special, but I think the texture was pretty soft. It was very shiny too. I found it a little stiff. It didn't move as much as I would have liked. And here you can see me pushing the hair with the reroot tool. If you don't know how much hair to take, just look closely to one of your dolls. It's about 6 to 10 little strands. I'm running away from reroots, but I got so many waiting for me. So many hairs waiting for me in that bag. Now I will add fabric glue to the inside of the head. And I distributed either with a toothpick or something like that. I left the head hanging in front of a fan for almost 2 days, just to be sure that the glue dried. I carefully parted the hairline so it would stay sealed in the position where I created the part. Saran hair is best if it's boiled, so that's what I did. I decided where the hair goes before I boiled it, so that way it would, stay sealed. Here I am removing the tape that I placed on the top of her eye. I feel like I showed this earlier in the video, but I didn't explain it. That was because I took tape and shaped it to how her eye is, and then I sprayed over it so it acts like a stencil. I did hesitate a lot with her clothing and what I was gonna put her in. She was giving me Billie Eilish vibes, but I already made a Billie Eilish doll. I took an LOLOMG outfit and the GCDS Bratz shoes. It really took a lot of time, but overall, it was really a fun project and I love the final result. Thank you so much for watching, and if you really like this video, just leave a thumbs up. That would mean a lot, or share it with people that you know will like this video.